Hello, hello! It's been a while. We are back on the CLR YouTube channel. Today, Rising Stars Season 3, Round 3. So, 1 week without streaming. What is going on here at CLR? A little bit of breaks for the other series, but nevertheless, we are ready for some racing action today in the Rising Stars series. And after 2 rounds of racing, we have the following leaderboards. Couch Racer leading the championship, 33 points. 29 for Devo in second. Third is Dashi in NP4 captain. And Trelancy still close. The points are still like very close. 15 for victory, 14 for P2. You get an extra point for pole position and an extra point for the fastest lap of the race. But today we have something new, and it's because Couch Racing advanced to the CLR Gold driver rating rank. So this means he has to start from the back, no qualifying, and has to wait for 10 seconds. It's a bit of a challenge for our championship leader today. Should be interesting, at least that's what I'm hoping and expecting as well. So yeah, Blue Moon Bay, infield A in reverse. That's the layout, the track for today. Still in the Ford Focus ST, that FF road car on sports soft tires. 10-minute qualifying session, and then after that we have a 30-minute race, standing start with false start check, and multipliers ×2 for fuel and tire wear, so no pit stop needed. Also we have just like the light damage on, so if you hit a wall, which is definitely riskier with the walls, especially the final turn, the damage won't be lasting that long. You still lose a little bit of time. Oh dear. So yeah, 30 minutes flat out. No pit stop for tires of fuel. Or hope we get a little bit of slipstreaming as well going on. So there's a big long section coming out of the final turn. That bit on the oval could be interesting. Official protest against this treatment. But I have only one word: dismissed. But you will get plenty of opportunities to tank your rating again, to start with the others. It's a bit of a challenge, come on, you like it, I know. Yeah. See? That's what I mean, that's the spirit. So alright, so qualifying session will get underway in roughly a minute. 10 drivers today taking on that challenge. We have one new driver with us. German driver SBI 863. So welcome. Hope you have a good race for the first one here in the Rising Stars series. Alright, so we will get the qualifying session underway now. 10 minutes. And then let's go. Everyone's ticked in. Yep, double checked. Here we go. Already hear some horns. Some on the map there button, probably, to enable that lovely sounding horn. There we go. Let's get an idea. So, Couch posted a reference lap that was a low 1 minute 20. So I still think a mid 20 will put you towards the front. Let's get the TV camera on and see the drivers out on track. Who is first? Looks like it is Dashy in a Red Bull livery this round. Let's wait for everything to sort. Dashy, Mihai, we have Davo, Taz, Stu, Captain, Vivo, Trelancy, Couch sitting in the pits enjoying his 10 minutes of rest, and Ewok. Alright, and Dashy comes round into the final sector, final turn, and we go on board already. If I press, uses the wall. Probably not the best idea to touch that wall, but taking the high line, and now here we go. Run into the first braking zone. So the first turn is a bit of a lift. Don't actually brake, but then you have to brake for that tight right-hander, roughly 100 meters. Try to get a tight run. That's good apex speed for Dashy. Then just before the 50, brake. Hairpin. A very narrow and tight entry, runs a bit too wide onto the grass. The understeer is real into the second hairpin as well. Didn't get that apex as well. Oh, half a second. That's the added pressure being the onboard driver for lap 1 on a qualifying session. We will still continue with the Dashy. So, I don't know, between the 150 somewhere. Don't touch the grass on the outside, then open up that turn, a little lift, then early on the power again. Don't touch that wall on the outside, and now the tricky final bumpy, again a very wide entry. Tries to bring it back to the apex, early onto the power again, fourth gear. The speed is okay, but now the penalty zone, that will be 2 laps. Impacted. That one, oh, Dashy going for a new run. So we get the first times now. Taz with a 21.2. Only Devo with a 21.2 as well. Captain also a 0.2. That's 0.015, separating the top 3. Yeah. So we have 10 minutes in total, so roughly 6.5 minutes to go for 5 laps for the drivers to improve on those lap times. Stu in P4 with a 0.5. Dashy with that penalty with a new out lap, so probably better than to abort that qualifying with a penalty. You lose too much time for the next lap with that penalty zone. Ewok in P6, Trelancy in 7th, and Mihai in 8th, and Vivo 9th, currently with a 24.5, so a slow warm-up lap probably to get the run here, improving through that middle sector. Needs to get a good run. We wait for Devo with a 21.0, new provisional pole position, nearly halfway through that qualifying session. Captain improved a 20.8, so first driver into the 1 minute 20s. Devo second, a bit too wide. That's also like a bit of a challenge, and risk. Don't want to run too wide. Dashi aborts another qualifying lap, so this is not going to plan at all. Got Jaegered, yeah, probably. Probably Dashi knows I'm watching. I get the 3-second penalty for. Oh no. Come on. Dashi, relax. It's all good. 5 minutes in. Not like the qualifying you wanna have. Apparently, so. Front row would be captain and Dave and someone got a little bit unsettled there through that middle sector. This probably won't be a lap or an improvement, but not impacted with a penalty, so can get a good run out of the final turn, carry speed onto that long straight, whereas Davo is starting a new lap captain also. We saw that won't be improving. What about Taz? Still sitting at a 21.1 evoke on the out lap currently, and we have Trelancy up to P2 a 21.0. I'm still waiting for Dashi to set a lap time. I heard he was lapping some good times yesterday in a practice session. Captain into the pits, not going for another run by the looks. Alright, interesting. So let's wait for Dashi. P7 currently. Bit of traffic ahead. Oh, that was not ideal. So getting a clean lap, this is not a tricky part. So 3 minutes to go. Will we see someone improving? Basically confirmed on that lap time. Trelancy in P2. Davo is still sitting in P3, but has a purple first sector. Good run, and no one ahead, so this could be the run. 2-3 tenths purple roughly. Let's see a little bit of a chase cam action. Ford performance car, black and gold. Nearly touches that grass, but doesn't lose too much speed. We'll see, he's still up half a second purple. Oh, this should be the new provisional pole incoming now. Gets down to the apex early onto the power again. Leaves himself a little bit of a gap to the wall. So not maximizing the speed, but should be enough to get a 20.5, maybe 0.4 even for Davo. So provisional pole for Davo. Captain still sitting in P2, waiting in the pits for qualifying to end. Can Trelancy improve? Does it look like? First Taz started that lap. So Dashi on a lap now. Is improving. Optimum, I see a 20.6. He's down a little bit on that, but could be still a sub 121 for Dashi. So that would probably get him up to P3. And lost a little bit. That final sector still P4 for Dashi with 30 seconds to go. Well, let's see the current grid order. Davo first, captain second, Trelancy third, Dashi P4. We saw that Taz in P5 after that first flying lap, unable to improve so far. Ewok in P6. We have Stu sitting in P8 in the pits. Vivo trying to improve. Devo improved again, 20.2. And 5 seconds to go. Drifter to get through that final turn, missing the apex. That compromises the run. Evoke improved as well. And Trelancy also up to P2. Here comes Vivo with a 21.4, didn't improve. So Trelancy with a 20.4. Devo with a 0.2. Where is Dashi? Dashi finished qualifying. So not the ideal qualifying session. Should be able to lap sub 21s. Usually. Tess improved with a 21.0 and is still on a lap. Got that final run there with the overtime, touches the grass. Could be an indicator for good speed. No, it's nearly 4/10 down, so won't be improving on that one. Trelancy finished Devo. Devo, you can slow down now. You have pole position. (21.0). Tess finished, and I think that's everyone finished now with our qualifying session. Dashi gets nervous. Woohoo! Alright, so that is then a qualifying session. Take those screenshots. So we have a Devo with pole position and 1 extra point. Trelancy front row start alongside. Then second row we have Captain and Taz. Row number 3 it's Dashi and Evoke. And row number 4 TCR, Stu and Vivo. And then at the back of the grid we have the 2 German drivers, SVI and Couch Racing. Right. So 2 minutes before we start that race. And so yeah, the top 9 can go, and Couch Racing has to wait for 10 seconds. Maybe that's not too bad. Maybe there is some carnage happening in turn number 2, the first braking zone, coming off a grid start, so you don't carry the usual speed, so you have to adjust your braking point. Also, you have to look after the other drivers around you. We could see 2-3 wide situations through the first banked turn number 1. So always like a crucial first sector here at Moon Bay Infield A. Doesn't matter if it's the normal or the reverse layout. The first braking zone always like a tricky one. So then we're starting soon. Have a good race and good luck. So can Devo benefit from Couch Racing's handicap start to get a W in that series? We'll find out in roughly 30 minutes time. All right, I'm ready. Drivers are ready. Then let's go. Good luck. Right. We see 10 cars on the grid. And we wait for the red lights to disappear. And now we hear the engines revving, and it's green, green, green. We are off. We go, Devo, with a good start. How it looks, and it's now Couch Racing starts the race. So Devo leading Jolansi, P2, that's single file. P1, P2, then we have 2, 3 whites. 4, position 3, 4, 5 maybe. So braking for turn number 1. Let's see if it all goes. Kind of well. Braking for the first hairpin also, like a crucial point. But so far, well played everyone to keep it clean. And Couch Racing with the chase towards the front. So Devo keeping that lead in P1, and we have 2, 3 wide situation come out of the second hairpin. Dashi around the outside up to P5, got past Evok, if I'm not mistaken, into the left hander we go. Don't understeer too much onto the grass. Nearly loses it, has a compromised run now, has the inside line. Evok tries to hang it around the outside. Don't touch that wall. It's still side by side between Evok and Dashi. Dashi with position. Understeers a little bit, maybe still cold and dirty tires after lap number 1. A little bit of grass, and now we have the run, the slipstream. First time Jaeger cam for you. We see Evok stay close, really close, through the banked turn number 1, little lift, and then brake in a straight line turn. Get that run. Yeah, looked like very controlled, not taking too many risks. A bit aggressive for me. Yeah, nearly loses that car, and Couch Racing with that easy first lap. 11.8 seconds to the leaders, so didn't go too aggressive. Is now right behind his fellow German driver. Probably waits and for an opportunity to go for a move. Has to wait probably for the run out of the final turn. Gets a better run and gets inside for the final turn and makes that move stick. Devo with a 1 second lead over Jolansi, and we have captain and side-by-side action between Dashi and Taz. Taz at the inside, Dashi around the outside. Can they make it work side-by-side through turn number 1? Yes, Dashi with more speed. Can he get it stopped in time? Oh, someone went wide. Captain also touches the grass. Has some dirty tires. We'll see where's Captain now. On the outside, struggling for grip. Dashi goes through up to P3. Taz P4. A little mistake there onto the grass. You cannot be that aggressive through the first hairpin, the braking zone, but well played. Not lost at all, but now under pressure. Side by side with Taz. Oh, backs out, goes single file through the left, right chicane. Evok right behind, and also Stu not too far behind. Let's get the Stu cam. Your P7, he sees P6, 5, 4, and 3. Oh, different lines through that final turn. Yeah, that bump unsettles that car. We see a little bit of bump drafting action going on that main straight, looks like. Trying to bunch up that grid. Lifted early. So taking it easy. Evok touched the barrier and someone was off. again after turn number 2. The grass, not ideal, and we see Evo with a great line through the first hairpin. Also, we have Captain. They go side by side. 3 wide maybe into the hairpin. Captain with the inside line gets early onto the power. Tess around the outside. Cannot carry the speed. It will be still be side by side. Coming into the left-hander. Captain has track position for the left-hander. Oh, and Tess understeers, and it's Evok who tries taking it around the outside again. He has to lift. He cannot use all the momentum, otherwise he would touch that wall. A great driving with between those 3 drivers, and also it was Stu Vivo. Wow, amazing mid-pack battle. So where to go? Vivo betraying his TCR teammate. No. I was just like, wait a minute, just gave Evo a bump. Interesting decisions here. Evo Stu, Evo Taz, and Captain Trelancy in third. Dashi got past Trelancy and going sideways. Aggressive driving, and Davo with 4 seconds already leading. So got out of the trouble early. Miyai in P10 trying to get up to pace, and Couch not able to go that pace, or maybe he doesn't want to go that pace. No, he's just taking it easy. 21 fourths, that's I think roughly a second slower than he was showing us with this replay. Maybe still, yeah, it's early still. I have time. No rush. So we'll wait for that battle. Vivo, Stu, Evok, and Taz as well. Captain with a little gap. He's not outside of that slipstream range yet. And Taz had a decent run, staying roughly within that 1.2 second window. Trelancy got past Dashi again into turn number 2. This time both drivers keep it on the gray stuff, don't run too wide. Again, we have side-by-side action between Dashi and Trelancy. Trelancy with track position for the next hairpin, the left-hander. But that fighting that slows them down quite a bit, and Captain within a second. Tess in P5. With an Evok under pressure still, Vivo. And Couch slowly closing that gap. 2.6 seconds now. Davo with a slower lap number 5, 22.0. A little mistake, still has roughly 6 seconds to this battle group, which will be a 3-car battle. Trelancy, Dashi, and Captain. Let's go on board. See, half a second the gap. Personal best 21.5 currently. Dashi with the fastest lap so far at 20.6. Keeps it steady. Same goes for P2 and P3, so steady lines after turn number 2. Don't run too wide, too aggressive onto the grass. So see different lines for Trelancy and Dashi. A wide versus narrow line carry more speed going into the apex versus exit speed. For now it looks like Dashi got that move but misses the apex slightly. Runs onto the grass, will have dirty tires. This could be a compromised run through the right hander. Understeers a little bit. Touches the wall. Yeah. Probably still will suffer from a little bit of dirty tires. Goes sideways. Doesn't get to the apex, but still carries a decent speed. And here we go, Captain Now with a good run right behind Trelancy. So maybe a bomb draft incoming. Not sure, he's not close enough, not gaining fast enough to really give Trelancy a bump to get closer to... Oh, Dashi touched the wall once again. Car unsettles and Trelancy runs wide. Whoa, that was close. We have to look to the replay once again what happened. I think just a bit too fast. Oh, I had to overcorrect the car into the barrier, and ooh, that was close between Trelancy and Captain, but nothing major happened. So Trelancy down to P4, Tess in P5, Stu in 6th position, Evok P7, Couch up to P8, got past Vivo in P9. Can Vivo stay with the German driver? 2nd already. Couch with 21.4.5, very consistent lap times. They have 13.5 seconds to get to Devo in P1. Evok still has Slipstream in P7, 7/10. That gap to Stu, another 7/10 to Tess. So still like in striking distance, and then Trelancy a bit of a gap outside of that slip, and it's Dashi versus Captain. Sideways again, Dashi going defensive. What happened? Maybe a cutback opportunity for Captain. No, stays behind for now. So take the single file approach through the second hairpin. Dashi with a good run into the turn, but then loses the speed on the exit. So this is what I meant. You can go for fast in or slow in and fast out. I think in the end it doesn't make that much of a difference, but definitely a different kind of racing styles here for those couple of corners for the drivers. And Dashi with a great final sector so far, opening up that gap from 3, 2, 5, 6 tenths now. Gets a decent run out of the final turn. Captain still half a second. That slipstream 8 seconds. That gap to Devo now, and we see Couch moved up to P7. Stu with a mistake, if I'm not mistaken. Evo, so next up on the list for Couch, it will be Evok, the red car. Couch a bit wide onto the grass. Shouldn't impact him too much. 2 tires on the grass. Just a little scare. Trelancy Tess, Evok, Couch. This is still really close, and bigger gap to Captain and Dashi. They are fighting for P2. Only Dashi again running a bit wide onto the grass, but yeah, just 1 tire, maybe the outside tires touch that grass. Carries the speed, 7/10, and 8 seconds. That gap to Devo. Let's have a look. Has also the fastest lap of the race, 20.6, all by himself without a slipstream. Those 2 7/10 now. Dashi with a little gap after a good final, middle to final sector last lap round. Tess is under pressure. Trelancy, Evok, and Couch with a little bit of a gap, 1 second. Let's see, good run. Oh, and Tess that didn't make that corner, nearly loses his head. 30 tires now, going on to the grass, too aggressive, and then yeah, in the end lost those positions. So a bit too hard after turn number 2 onto the grass. We saw that many times, grass and wall as well, and then yeah, you just struggle for grip on those FF cars, especially. So much load on the front tires. But that's a free position for Couch up to P6. And right behind. Let's go to Couch's perspective, right behind Trelancy. Fourth gear gets a good run out of the final turn. Gains 1.5 tenths already. Looks like a massive run. Revving the shit out of that car. And not going for the bump. Feels like he has the better line, the better run. Gets a little bit of slip out of Evoque already, and braking using the wall on the outside. Keeps it steady. Braking late for the hairpin, but yeah, makes apex number 1, misses apex number 2, and that still keeps position, and now probably should get the run. Better exit out of second hairpin, and the second behind Evoque. And Dashi versus Captain, that battle is still raging on for P2. Dashi keeping that position, and Captain really close behind again. Needs to get a perfect run out of final turn to challenge Dashi with that slip, and this could be the opportunity. 2.5 tenths coming on to the straight on the oval, under 2 tenths. This could be the run, or will they work together? Not sure. Dashi going defensive. Alright, interesting. So taking the inside line for turn number 1. Come on, camera, give us a good view, and understeers a little bit. Can he stop it? He's struggling. Just got it. Captain in third position. Still very close. What about Evoque and Couch? Couch under pressure. Here comes Trelancy. Side by side they go through the hairpin. And Evoque with a mistake as well. And around the outside goes Couch racing 2-4-1. It was like he was under pressure and nearly lost P5. And then made the move around the outside. Let's get Trelancy's point of view. So Trelancy on the inside, and we see Evoque understeers a little bit too wide into the hairpin, and it's Couch's opportunity. He has the inside line for the left under the hairpin, and Evoque still suffering from the off track with the dirty tires, and loses 2 positions. Is still right behind Trelancy though in P5. Couch in P4, 5.6 seconds. That gap to Captain versus Dashi. This time catching all the way down. But you cannot go that fast. Yeah, he's trying something, trying to make Dashi nervous, and Davo leading that race 9.5 seconds roughly, and good to see that as Mihai personal best 23.5 getting there. Slowly Vivo in 9th, 3.5 seconds that gap to Tess. Tess is right behind. There's 3-way battle group, 1.5 seconds just to Stu, Evoque and Trelancy. So one little mistake and Tess will join that party with 11 minutes to go. Still roughly a third of the race left. Here very intense racing action. That's what I love about this track. It's one of my favorites in the game, Blue Moon Bay, and usually never disappoints. And we go side by side. Evoque on the inside, Trelancy on the outside, carries more speed coming out of the final turn, and we have a massive run for the 78. That is Stu, but now all by himself. We might see Evoque bumping Trelancy. No, but whoa! Stu with that run made it work. all by himself, touches the wall on the entry. Can he stop it? Trelancey again, 2 tires onto the grass. Maybe a little bit careful into the braking zone for the hairpin. Yeah, has grip, no worries. And we have a 4-car battle for P5. It is Trelancey, Stu, Ewok, and Taz is back and takes a very tight line into the hairpin. Was that too much? No, he got away with it. No drag limit, but Taz is back with that group. So 4-way battle, P5, 6, 7, and 8. Quickly jump to P2 and P3. It's still Dashi not able to run away with it. Understeers a little bit. As a compromise round, this is the opportunity for Captain now. Better, smoother run through the final turn and gets in front. But Dashi still very close to 10th, just that gap with 9 minutes to go. And we slowly see the tire wear creeping in on the front. So definitely somewhere on those tires. Still no need for a pit stop. So Captain with a good run. Dashi again, bit wide, touches the grass again on the outside. Still should be okay. And then Couch trying to get that fastest lap, 20.7. Here we go. It's now hammer time for the championship leader. Trelancey, Stu, and he walks side by side. Racing action. Stu on the inside. Trelancey trying to go for the cutback. No. Stu defending that inside line. Ewok and Taz lost a little bit. Still within a second. Vivo there needs to happen something in front of him. 5 seconds, so that he will get a chance for a better finishing position. Taz versus Ewok versus Stu, especially Ewok versus Stu. They were really close. And Stu understeers. Opportunity for Ewok. This time they go side by side. Where's my camera? Trelancey 1.1 second. Now that gap to Stu, who is battling with Ewok a little bit too much, maybe. So good news for Trelancey in P5. And a good run for Ewok. Stu not defending the inside line. There's an opportunity into the hairpin. We go once again side by side, and inside line for the red car, outside line for Stu. This time better track position for Stu for the next hairpin. This is the beauty of this track, so you still can defend with holding your line through a combination of turns, and Stu keeps that position for now. Taz in P8 still possible. Quick look at the front. Ooh, Devo 11 seconds, a half second penalty, nothing to worry. And Dashi versus Captain, and we see Couch just 1.4 seconds. Is it possible for Couch to grab a podium after all? We'll find out. Captain with a very low line versus Dashi. Compromised run. And here comes Couch joining that party for P number 2. Here we go, 3-way battle with 6.5 minutes to go. 6/10, that gap to Dashi, and Captain defending the inside line for the run into the braking zone for turn number 2. Dashi low, high, and Couch now aggressive, gets the massive run. And now suddenly Dashi has to defend the inside line. Can Couch hold it around the outside? It looks like no. Couldn't Dashi defend the inside line once again. We see a cutback happening. No, Dashi parked it on the apex. A little bit of contact midway through the turn. Good news for Captain. Nearly 1 second that gap now on lap 18. And Couch looking. Can he make Dashi nervous? This time Dashi kept it on the gray stuff. Didn't touch the grass, but is now under pressure. Like massive pressure. Again, understeers a little bit. Too much for my liking. Touches the wall. maybe that little bit of slipstream could save Dashi. Couch definitely with that run now. Better exit, uses the slip, gain the 10th. Heading into turn number 1, not close enough. Again, going for a later entry, carrying more speed and really focusing on turn number 2. The exit again gets a really good run, but Dashi defending those apexes, but there's a gap, it's open, and through goes Couch, but it's not over. Dashi has the inside line for the second hairpin, and around the outside, and Couch with a great move up to P3 for the championship leader, the German driver. What a sequence of corners we had. Let's see it one more time. Inside line for Dashi, and then Couch just can carry more speed earlier onto the throttle again. And it is P3, 1.1 second, the gap to Captain in P2. Dashi P4, the victory Lancy fifth, a second to Ewok. And Stu still very, very close, trying to go for a different line through the final turn, and doesn't gain that extra speed. Taz in P8, still within a second. We need to have a look at Captain versus Couch. So approaching the final 3.5 minutes. That is 3 more laps to go, if I'm not mistaken. So Davo with a, yeah, probably kind of boring race for him, but he will take that. Pretty sure a victory is a victory. Captain versus Couch. Dashi cannot keep up at the moment. Maybe feeling that front left tire wear. Couch's tire looking a bit better, and close that gap under a second now. Good run through the middle part, touches the grass again, but carries the speed. Had to lift a little bit, but it looks 1 plus. Now can he bring that gap down to under a second? He would gain a little bit on that long straight. Gets a good run and closes that gap once again, less than a second, starting the penultimate lap, and nearly the fastest lap of the race, a 0.64 versus a 0.61. So Davo, everything under control. 10.7 seconds. Captain in second, Couch in third, and Dashi in P4. We have a look at that midfield battle group. It's still not over yet. Trelancy in P5, one little mistake and you lose 2-3 positions maybe. Going too wide, no, this time Trelancy, good line, Ewok as well, Stu and Taz trying to make something happen on those final 2 laps, still within a second. Stu 1.5 seconds to Ewok now, so this gap opened up a little bit. It just might be Trelancy versus Ewok for P5. 4 seconds, that gap to Dashi, so he lost that contact and Couch gained. Then again, the exit out of the infield, not ideal. It was briefly 6/7/10, now 1.2, so had a compromised run, and it's the final lap for Davo. Maybe he gets to do the celebration victory lap. We'll find out. Captain in P2 still 1.1 second on that final lap, definitely for them. Couch in third, Dashi 2.8, bit too big that gap. Trelancy versus Ewok 6/10 between P5 and P6. Stu in P7, then 1.2 seconds to P6 and P8. So probably nothing happening unless someone makes a mistake and off track. Looks like everyone keeping it clean. Purple for Ewok. Oh, look at that. And we'll have a look at Davo at 30 seconds. I might have to do another lap, or can do another lap. That's just probably the most beautiful lap ever if you're the only driver. to do that extra lap. And Captain versus Couch, 4/10. He gained plenty of time. It's 10 seconds, I think. Devo will just cross the line and finishes. Oh, gets to do the extra lap. Here we go. And Captain trying to defend P2. He's staying low, and he will keep P2. Couch third. Dashi will finish in P4. Trilency versus Evoke. Trilency keeps P5. Evoke 6. There is Stu P7 test, and in P8 with a 360 Vivo as well, and Devo who just slowed down to avoid doing the extra lap. But here we go. This is all yours, Devo. Well done on that victory. So the most satisfying lap. Lap 23, and it's like maximum points, pole position, fastest lap, and race victory. It will get spicy at the top of the leaderboards. Now with that's 17 points for Devo versus 13 for Couch. So 4 point swing for Devo. This, we'll see. Maybe we have a tied. Anyhow, he's going off track. Here we go. Well done, everyone. That was a great race. Good fun. Well done. Save that replay. Take the screenshots. And then we go to the first page of the result screen. So Devo with the victory, fastest lap. P2 goes to Captain. Great defensive drive, and also with a great battle with Bashi for a long time. Couch racing last two podium accomplished. Well done. P3 nearly got the fastest lap, and P2 in the end. Dashi, who was running P2 for a long time, with a fight with Captain. In the end, P4. Trilency Evoke, also close battle between those. In the last 10 minutes this race. Stu and Taz, the two TCR drivers, also very close here on the track and with the lap times. And then Evo in P9, and for the first race as Mihai in P10 with 23.4, so improved that personal best. That is nice to see. Alright, so that is round 3 done. Next week I will have a look, but I'm pretty sure next week we will be heading over to Road Atlanta. Yeah, Michelin Raceway Road Atlanta for round number 4 and the final round in the Ford Focus. Then we will switch cars and just to have a look at the standings. So it was a 4-point lead for Couch. Now, if I'm not mistaken, 4-point swing for Devo, so we should be tied, or very close at least, between the first two heading into round number 4. So yeah, watch out for that. Will be interesting. Thank you all for watching. We will be back on Saturday with the season opener for the Road to Le Mans multi-class action hypercar and GT3s racing at Fuji, with maybe a little bit of rain incoming. We will have to wait and see. The forecast will be published on Friday, and then next week we have some more series starting again. We have a little bit of TEC off-season fun. We have Super GT, Multiclass, Group 2 and Group 3 racing action on Monday. 2 or 3 spots still available if you want to join. And yeah, of course, we have the Rising Stars returning next Tuesday, and I think we also have the GT Driver Career, the second cup, the Masters Cup, starting on Thursday. So a busy schedule again next week. So hope to see you in a stream very soon. And until then, love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye bye.